In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace your rear brake hose on your Kia Soul. It's located behind your rear wheel. Make sure you press your brake pedal down using a pry bar or something similar when you do hydraulics. Using a 21mm socket, we're going to take off our wheel. If your wheel gets stuck, put one lug nut on and use a rubber mallet to free it up. We're going to remove our hose from the caliper. I'm using an 11mm socket. I have my brake pedal pressed. All right, we're going to use an 11mm line wrench to loosen this line. I sprayed a little penetrating oil on there to break up the rust. I'm going to work that back and forth to free the line from the fitting. Again, we have our brake pedal pressed in with a pry bar so we don't lose all that fluid. I'll switch to a regular wrench. Once you loosen it out completely, you can pull it up. Make sure you don't get any dirt in there. And now we're going to take the spring clip out. You can use some needle nose pliers for that. You're going to want to remove this spring clip using a pair of needle nose pliers. You may need some penetrating oil to get it to free up. Once you get that out, you're going to wiggle your hose and pull it out. Now we're going to put our new hose in. Make sure it's lined up properly with the flat sides and the round parts mimicking what the bracket is. And then you're going to slide your clip in. You may have to give it a couple of whacks with the hammer. And put your line in. Make sure the fitting freely spins before you try to put the line in. Once you get it in there enough, you're going to tighten it down with your line wrench. I'd tighten it till it stops and then go another quarter of a turn. We're going to use new washers and put our line on our caliper. So the washer goes here, and then your washer is fed onto the bolt already. Push that through. We're going to torque our bolt to 21 foot-pounds. Now we're going to remove the pry bar and just pump it up a little bit. Once you've pumped it up a few times, we're going to open the bleeder in the back and do a gravity bleed. Let's take our bleeder cap off here and break free our bleeder screw. Now we're going to break open the bleeder screw, and we're going to wait for a steady stream of brake fluid without air bubbles. All right, looks like we have a steady stream going. It took about 5 minutes or so. There's no more air bubbles coming out, so I'm going to close this down, clean up my area, and put the cap back on. Install your wheel. Start your lug nuts by hand. We're going to torque our wheels to 80 foot-pounds using a 21mm socket. I'm going to do that in a star-like pattern. Clean and inspect your cap. It should say what type of brake fluid this vehicle takes. It says .3 or 4. Take out your filter, and we're going to siphon out the old fluid. I'm using this tool. There's a few out there. It'll work just fine. Get as much out as possible. That looks like all the fluid we can reach. So let's put our filter back in. I'm going to fill this up to max. There's a line on the side that says it. There we are. There's a line on this side and also on this side to show you where max is. Now you can put your cap back on. To bleed the brakes on this Kia Soul, you're going to start in the right rear, then move to the left front, the left rear, and then the right front. Here we are at the right rear. I have somebody in the car pumping up the brake for me, and he's going to help me bleed the brakes. So I'm going to take my cap off my bleeder. I have something to catch my fluid. You can use a drip tray below, or you can use something like this. All right, pump them up, please. He's holding. I'm going to use an 11mm line wrench to crack open our bleeder. It's to the floor. I'm going to close it down. We're looking for air bubbles going down. And when there's no air bubbles, we're going to move on to the next wheel. Pump it up. He's holding. Loosen the bleeder. It's to the floor. Close the bleeder. Pump it up. He's holding. It's to the floor. I'm going to close it. I think that's good for this side. So we're going to clean the area and put our cap back on. And now we're going to move to the left front. Now we're at the left front. We're going to take our cap off. Using a 10mm wrench. We're getting ready to crack open our bleeder. I got my buddy in the car. Pump it up, please. He's holding to the floor. Close that down. Pump it up, please. To the floor. Close it up. Pump it. He's holding. I'm just going to get the residual fluid out of here so I can see the air bubbles. You holding? It's to the floor. Pump it up again. He's holding. Okay. Tighten that bleeder. I'm not seeing any more air, so I'm going to clean the area. Now we're going to go to our master and top it off, make sure it's at max. And then we're going to go to our left rear and bleed it the same way we did number 1, or right rear. After we do that, we're going to move to our last wheel, which is the right front. And we're going to bleed that the same way we bled the left front. And then at the end, we're going to top off our master cylinder with brake fluid. Now that we've bled our brakes, we're going to top off the brake fluid. Make sure it's at max. Put your cap back on. If your brake pedal feels firm, then you're all set. You can put your wheels back on, torque them, take it for a road test.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.